All right,
Yeah.
lovely. The recording is set, lovely, and computer is defaulted to my character sheets for each and every one of you. Lovely. And my monster manuals is set. Lovely. iPad is set, BGM is set, dice tray in place. Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to session 10
Oh,
of
it's finally 10.
yeah, finally, double digits. Yeah! Finally, welcome to session 10 of Silver Evergreen. I'm your forever DM, unfortunately, Dramatic Fox, and today, we're going to continue the story of the Warped, a group of adventurers who has no idea how the hell they get here in the first place, but nevertheless love to help the locals, as always, as per D&D tradition. Now, in the last session, what happened is... This is actually in my way and I really don't like it. What actually happens is that our adventurers were back from a little bit of small expedition and also from a small shopping trip. On the way, certain members have acquired certain items that they should know themselves, and they decided to go back to the common hall where they took on this rat infestation resolving problem. The gist of it, Moonwood is under attack by infested rats. There are rats everywhere, absolutely everywhere, and they are having a nightmare about it. And they would like that problem to be forever gone. So they acquired some help, which includes our three adventurers. So, as you three steps into the adventuring hall, you hear a familiar voice coming from the back of the entrance where you just came in. And the voice said, well, what do we have here? Familiar faces, it seems. And the three of you turned and saw a familiar face in a not so familiar form. You see what looks to be Yelanya, the
Oh, hi there.
Drider from our previous encounter. However, she looks a bit different. She is no longer in her spidery form. In fact, she looks completely human for some reason. And as you take a closer look, she seems to be now she still has the face. However, that face no longer have drow features. She no longer has the spider torso. She no longer has the skin tone of a drow. She looks to be a normal half elf, a little bit pointy ears, and White would immediately recognizes the half elf nature of it, due to his nature of being a half elf himself, and it seems that she uses some sort of magic or some sort of ability to transform herself into this beautiful female half elf warrior of some sort. You can see that she has bows and arrows on her. It's actually a long bow on her back, and she also has a pair of daggers on one on each side of her thighs. And you can see there are little trinkets like a bottle of potions. There are little short bolts for crossbows, supposedly, and you can also see she's wearing this beautiful, not delicate, but absolutely beautiful, stunning purplish hue sets of leather armor. How about everyone who is proficient in Arcana? Go ahead and roll a Arcana check for me, please.
Arcana.
Proficient. No, I'm not.
Oh,
Yeah,
Am I the only
proficient.
one?
Supposedly, yes. Proficient in Arcana, rolled a DC 15 Arcana check.
Okay. It's a 30-20.
Dirty 20. Okay, lovely. So, yeah, you can tell. The armor is enchanted. The daggers are enchanted. You can also tell that the longbow she has on her back is also enchanted. And as far as you know, all of these things are enchanted. For everything else, you're not sure. You can't quite see what else she has on. But, yeah, she has a lot of enchanted gear. That's all you know.
And Phantom Woman.
So, what brings the three of you here, darling?
Same. Clearing mices.
We're looking for Typhel.
You're looking for Typhel. Typhel Rees? Well, I can tell you one thing. He's currently not here. I just saw him walk to his residence, so if you want to find him, he'll be there. But, before you go, just a little description. You guys are in the middle of the common hall, so you're in the middle of it. And she is actually blocking the doorway, which is hefty doorway, but she's standing right in the middle of the entrance. People are passing her, rubbing shoulders with her. They looked at her a little bit weirdly, but really didn't give much of an argument, seeing that she's completely armed to the teeth, actually. And yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
So what do you do?
What could we do?
What do we do?
Yeah, what could we do?
What do
Typhel's
we
not
do?
here. And why are you? No.
I think you have something you should say to me, dear.
Maybe not now, I guess.
You hide
Are
your
you
spider
sure?
body.
My dear, are you sure there's nothing you would like to say to me now?
This is a very good question. Let me think about it.
Oh
Am I
dear,
talking in
dear.
another place, not in the hall?
Yeah, she's talking to the entire party, not just like
Okay.
specific one of you.
Okay.
Really, you don't remember what we did last time we saw?
Or you wanted, or you want to tell something about spiders?
Spiders? Why would I want to tell you that about spiders? There's nothing spidery here.
Who knows?
Who knows? Oh, her face turns a little bit cold. Like you can see her
Oh.
smile drops a little bit. Are you mocking me for being what I am?
My apologies.
Your apologies for what exactly? Which I still forget, but let's rewind time a little bit to the start of the session and let's roll initiative because I forget about that rule.
Oh,
Yeah, I completely forgot about that rule.
Initiative.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Initiative. One moment. K
I have bad rolls.
and W. Okay. Carlos, what is your initiative?
9 in total.
Yes, in total.
Should I roll with
9.
One.
advantage?
Okay, 9. Yes, you can roll with advantage if that's your thing. Eisen.
7.
Oh, Jesus.
Alright.
All right.
I'm doing
White.
worse.
Stefan.
White. You roll initiative. That's a 7 with advantage?
Uh-huh.
Oh god.
Wow,
Oh god.
we're doing
Oh
great.
god.
Great as hell.
Are you being serious? Carlos.
She rolled a 1 and
2d20
she rolled a
ca-
3.
And plus
Holy
4.
And
fuck.
plus 4. 3.
Oh,
And she rolled a 7.
wow. My suggestion to you as a friend is don't start a fight today. Let's try to stay out of
Be right.
trouble. Let's try very hard to stay out of trouble. That's all I wanted to tell you. Okay, lovely. Not lovely for you, but now time back to the confrontation. Not confrontation, the casual conversation. That is. Yeah. So, what are you apologizing for, dear Dragonborn?
I'm sorry that I gave you a message of mocking, I guess.
She narrows her eyes, just staring at you. Just make sure you don't try to... Well, you know what, never mind. Just be careful not to do something like that next time. You will eventually get yourself in trouble. And I thought druids are supposed to be peaceful. And she turns over. She turns to look at Carlos and, so, Faisa, are you?
Yeah.
She, like, stares into you, looks a little bit. Well, I mean, I could use a little help. You know what?
What do you need my help?
No, all three of you, please come. She absolutely ignores the shit. No, actually, go ahead. All of you roll a. That would be a insight check. All of you roll an insight check. DC 18.
Insight.
Exactly.
Exactly 18. Okay, Carlos.
I got a 12.
Okay, 12.
11.
And Jade 11. Jade 11.
Yes.
Oh,
You have bad rolls today.
Yeah, very bad rolls. Holy crap. It's terrible rolls. Alright, so, Carlos, you realize she absolutely ignores the living hell out of the half-elf in the group. She didn't even bat an eye to his existence.
All the
Alright,
half
so
elves.
she just, you are the only person who knows. The other two does not realize that yet, but, yeah. So, she gestures, come, follow me.
Yeah, okay. Okay, I'll follow
So,
you.
what do you do?
So I followed her.
I'll
All right,
follow
the
her.
three of you follow her. Okay,
Uh-huh.
the three of you followed her out into. The three of you follow her out, out from the common hall, and she continues walking. She continues walking, and she eventually reaches the bank of the river that is behind the common hall. So, you know, the common hall, the entrance of the common hall is facing towards the entrance of the town, which is where the tree is. And so you're walking the opposite direction. You're walking away from the common hall and away from the tree. So if you still have the map that I gave you, so you're walking to where there's no building really. There you can see everything. Standing at the bank of river, it's just a flat ground with road, and the nearest residence probably a good 200 feet away. So she brings you guys to the bank of the river, and she turns, faces all three of you, and she's now addressing to Aizen. So, little druid, have you noticed anything strange about the rats around this place?
They're always strange, aren't they?
They are strange indeed, but stranger than usual, don't you think?
They're a bit crowded, I guess.
Indeed, a bit crowded. Have you ever thought of why? I believe... Yeah, have you ever thought of why?
I guess. Just a guessing. They have a leader.
They have a lair.
Leader.
There.
A leader? Why would you think that?
Just a guessing.
Just a guessing. What makes you guess that? Something must have happened. Have you seen... You have seen those blue rats, have you?
I remember. Speaking as Donald, do I remember something a blue rat?
The glowing rat. She's referring to the blue glowing rat.
Oh,
where you can see the brains.
Oh, that one. Of course. They're
Okay.
You have
strange.
you have had an encounter with them, haven't you?
You mean that kind of rat?
Hmm.
I don't even could tell the other rats.
And I believe you've already seen the quarry, haven't you?
Yeah, Corey.
So, the thing is, there is something going on in this town. I don't quite get why, but truth be told, they never actually worked really well with one another. But there's absolutely a quarry in here. Not just any quarry, a Alaska quarry, on top of everything else. So, may I make a proposal to you all?
What is it?
Let us join forces. I'm a drider, yes, but it doesn't mean that I'd like to see things burned the way that they're not supposed to.
Okay.
I want to help people to the best of my abilities. Most of the time. If they're dickheads, then yes, of course, I don't give a shit about them. But I really would like to help people here. Some of them are very nice to me. How about we join forces? You can use good ranger.
We do need a long range.
What do you say?
I'm glad that you offer help, and I would like to have your help.
Lovely. Alright, so true is between us. You're not gonna stab me in the back, correct? Holy shit, what was that?
What was that? I couldn't even hear you.
Yeah.
What was that?
Okay. Where was I? Yes. So trues between us. You're not gonna stab me in the back, correct?
What does that mean?
You're not gonna stab me in the back, correct?
Oh, absolutely.
Absolutely. Jesus Christ.
I would not. I mean,
Okay.
I would not.
That would be absolutely not. This
Absolutely
is this is
not.
Fox. This is Fox speaking. Absolutely not. Your answer should be
Okay.
absolutely not. Absolutely means that you would absolutely stab her in the back. So yeah, but it's not just slip of tongue. Lovely. You guys really need to step up your English game. In this campaign, I'm gonna help you guys with your English. But if we're gonna continue to a next campaign, any slip of tongue will be considered the character saying such things, and consequences will be implied. Okay?
Okay.
Yeah, consequences applied. Okay, lovely. Back to Elanya. Oh, lovely. So, what I can tell you is, I do know where the layer is. And it's not at a great place. I'm still trying to figure it out. I see signs of there being a Halaska quarry, but I can't still seem quite to find the quarry itself. Also, the layer is actually right underneath the river, and
Oh.
that's a bit tricky to get to maneuver around. So we might want to have a plan before we actually go in nilly-willy.
Okay.
So under the river.
Yeah, under the river. I mean, most of it is under the river.
Most
Okay.
of it.
Yes, most of it.
That's a good place to hide.
That's absolutely a fantastic place to hide. If you do this, if I had to say so myself, darling. So, do you want to? What do you want to do? So she tells you this. What do you want to do?
Follow her.
He's
Dive in the water.
right now it's a problem that we couldn't actually get to them because the hole is too small, I guess. If we are going to find them through the holes, the rat holes.
Oh, yeah, apparently. Ah,
Guys, you need to talk. You need to talk.
yeah, we're trying to think.
You need to talk. I mean, if we're around a table, that would be absolutely fine. But
Uh,
here you can only talk. That's the only way to
okay.
communicate.
So if the holes are too small, is there an other way to get to them?
What I can do is I can help us to breathe in water. So
Oh, yeah.
if we can get to them uh, by the river way, I mean by the river, by going to the river, then that's kind of a way to deal with them. But here's come the
Well,
problem. How do we get to the lower layer of the river?
we find a bigger hole.
Then we're gonna find. But how?
Yeah.
Any clues?
Um. Um. You drop you drop a rock to the river, and nah, never mind. Never
Okay.
mind. Yeah, never mind. That's a stupid idea.
Yeah, I can tell.
Hmm.
So
Shall we just swim and find
if
until we
we
find
can, if we
until we find
could,
it?
so you got any idea, Yononia?
On. Any idea on?
Finding the
On
holes,
on
finding the way
finding
to
them?
the
I
lower
can't.
layer.
Unfortunately, there's nothing I can tell you about other than that it's absolutely under the water. I mean,
Okay.
I am a drider. I lived in the Underdark. I know how earth soil works. There's something hollow down there inside the river, not so far from the dock. As for tunnels, well, that's the problem. There are quite a number of tunnels. However, all of them are small, early enough for rats, so that does not make sense, as a quarry would require a host to operate under such circumstances. So, what I can tell you is there's definitely someone behind it. It's not just a one man's job. It's definitely more than one quarry around in this town. There's definitely more than one party involved in here, unfortunately.
Yeah, but oh, do you guys remember the holes turn big and some like skeleton arm that's appear out like a zombie?
What zombie? What are you talking about?
I forgot the scene. Like the hole turns big and something appears out from the hole.
Let me.
Like you guys
Rewind.
still remember?
I don't remember well, but
Like the holes turn big and we see a lot of mice and we see something.
you mean in the forest?
Yeah, when we try to came back, or try to came back.
Uh, was it night or something?
Yeah, that's what is night.
Oh, it's night. Then
You saw a skeleton rise up from the ground, along with the rats.
Yeah. Yeah.
That does not make sense. Supposedly, Cory only serves one master. There's supposed to be nothing else along with it. That doesn't. Something's not right here. Huh. All right.
When we
So,
call others to go back to the hole.
What else? What else can you tell about? What else can you tell me about the skeleton?
I don't really remember stuff. Sorry, I have short-term memories.
That's why you take notes. This is a DM speaking.
Yeah. Hmm. But the thing I remember is the holes turn small after we call people
Bodak.
to get there.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
A boat?
About what?
No,
No,
the
no, no.
hole.
The hole. What about the
The
hole?
hole.
The
Turn.
whole.
It turns
It's just-
smaller
Yeah.
after we call others to get there.
So it climb out from the ground, from a hole where the rats are coming out from, and then the hole disappears once you get there. Right? When you call for
Yeah.
help.
Yeah.
Okay. Anything else?
Anything else? I don't remember much.
Speaking Estono, do I know that?
Yeah, you know that.
I mean, do I involved in that?
Yeah, you do involve in that.
And why would I have not noted down?
A good question. How do I know?
I keep looking back in my notes and I couldn't find anything.
Yeah, do you remember the whisper that I do to like in the bushes stuff?
I got a few memories
Uh,
related, but
and then when I take a peek and then I came back and said, just go.
hold on.
Like you can see Carlos' faces are terrifying.
I was looking. It's supposed to be after the bond, right?
Yep. Like after when Carlos
Continue. I just need to use the restroom. Continue.
Okay,
okay,
sure. So,
like when after Carlos get controlled by unknown stuff and we came back and we saw we saw the big hall
is it before or after you stand
after
in the street?
after
I mean, about before or after you stand in the street and suddenly bleed out and you
no,
start fighting us? Before.
before we yeah.
Okay, let me check my notes better.
And
So you got controlled by someone twice, I suppose.
did I?
Well, one
What,
time three of us is going to the
yeah.
forest.
Yeah, I almost just
Then-
killed you guys, you both.
then he just got control, and
Yeah.
you got attacked. I mean, a few times. I
Oh.
don't know why. And I was almost ignored. I was, yeah, I don't know. And before that time, I guess the whole
Like
thing.
the time when I almost killed you both.
Oh,
You don't kill me.
I almost.
I'm tough.
Yeah.
I'm tough enough to stay in.
Yeah, I know.
Let us do his.
Right, not
It's
huh.
after the bond, but before you attack us, I couldn't find my notes. Why? Huh.
Maybe you didn't mark it.
I hope not.
Maybe you just check the
See, this is
all of
why-
the notes.
This is why I have all the recordings.
Or you can check the record.
What is it?
So, any conclusion?
Not yet. Holy.
Nothing?
No.
I'm looking so hard into my notes.
Well, I got two suggestions now.
So what is it?
First is go back and check the altar.
The
I think.
altar.
Oh yes, altar. And the second one is find out the hose and fill the oil in it and burn it.
We got
Jade, you're cutting in and out. So
your voice.
yeah,
Uh.
so yeah.
Maybe you need some ejection in your mic. Ah. Why am I? Oh, is it? Oh, a flashy half skeleton. Oh, I found my notes finally. But why am I? What am I writing? Back to the common hall, find the party led by Davin. Back to the forest, see the mask, check the hole, evil and dead. Back to common hall, find Telfel, report, prepare, Eisen, find herbs. Oh. Where am I? I should
I don't know.
write down more about this.
Yeah, it's quite important. The scene is quite important.
Fleshy half skeleton. So it's kind of a combination of skeleton and zombie, I guess.
No, maybe not zombie, but
I mean, it's flashy, right? Flashy, Fleshy, flashy.
yeah, I know, but I'm not sure.
I should write more about that. Holy no.
A fleshy skeleton. Anything
Yeah,
else?
fleshy.
Anything else you can tell me about it?
I remember when we checked that hole. That's some magic
Yeah. I
involved.
remember. Something like a purple glowing.
Purple
It's a
glowing?
it's
Does it?
kind of it's a magic related to portals. I remember.
Yeah.
Portal. I'm not sure I know what you're talking about, but that's interesting. So, is undead?
It should be undead.
Seems like an undead.
Alright, anything special about it, like how it attacks?
Oh, we didn't fight the dude from the ground.
Yeah,
we would just see a bunch of thousands and thousands of mice, and we just walk back to the common hall.
and the hole was become small, but
Uh,
the whole mess around the hole.
yeah, and then what is left there is the mess.
Come on.
Ah,
Why shouldn't I write more about that?
Everyone roll a perception check.
Perception.
13.
5.
Oh god.
What am I doing?
What are you doing?
Oh, six.
Oh, 6. God.
Alright. That's actually enough.
Uh-huh.
You, as you are talking back and forth, it's around 5, 6 in the afternoon, so the sun is currently setting. Not completely, but it's definitely setting. You can see over the other side of the river, a woman walked all the way across. Doesn't seem to take notice of you, but she walked all the way across the riverbank, and towards the bridge.
Uh-huh.
That's it.
Huh? Okay.
Isn't that
Nothing suspicious.
woman a bit strange?
Uh-huh.
Why would she walk by the riverbank at this time?
Huh. Is she holding anything?
You can't tell.
Should we go to take a look?
We sneak behind her,
You sneak behind her. No, she's on the other side of the river.
or other side.
So
Oh,
you're on the
so
town side. The other side of the river is barren. So basically just a bunch of grass and rocks. There's nothing really there.
Why would she eat the air?
And
Like,
walk to her and check.
Does she even live here? Does she even live here? Huh.
So what do you do?
Wait for a
take
few,
a look?
wait for a few seconds and see what she's going to do after going to the bridge.
All right. She moves towards the bridge and walks into town.
Huh? Just that?
Yeah.
Is the spider girl with us?
Yes. You join forces with her currently, right?
Okay.
So yeah, she's with you.
Wait,
And
is the woman an half elf?
Oh, you mean the spider girl?
No, no,
Driver?
no, no, no.
That woman.
The woman that just crossed the big bridge.
As far as you can tell, she looks to be human.
Oh, okay.
hey, I will do something. Wild companion.
Okay, well,
Using-
companion, what do you want to do?
Using my wild shape slots, so I could
Yes, go
summon
ahead. I know.
I summon a
You summon
a normal rat and follow that woman.
You follow that woman. Okay. So you summon a rat and tail the woman. Go ahead and roll for stealth for the rat using the rat's stat sheet.
Okay, hold on, let me. Rat stealth. Stealth is Dax, okay. So it's a 18. Wow.
18. Okay. Yeah, the rat follows her. She walks into town. She's greeted. She's greeted by a lot of residents, and she's walking towards the common hall. Do you guys follow the rat as well? So do you guys tail the woman and the rat?
I will.
You will.
I will.
Okay. Just you.
Mhm.
All right. So go ahead and roll stealth with advantage, but because you have disadvantage, so straight
Oh,
roll.
no, I don't have disadvantage now.
Okay. Roll stealth for it with advantage, please, because you are a little bit even more behind.
On the one.
Both 21.
21. Yeah. Go ahead. Okay. Good. So yeah. She's just walking. Do you attempt to listen in on what she's saying, Eisen, through the rat?
Yeah, why not?
All right, so Eisen's going to listen in. Go ahead, roll perception for hearing for the rat.
Perception of hearing, okay. Hold on. It's gonna be a 16.
16.
Yes.
All right, that would be enough. Yeah, you hear a lot of people addressed her as Yolanda, and also some other people addressed her as Mrs. Reyes.
The woman got multiple. What is that?
What? What do you say?
Google search. Google
Google
Translate.
search.
I don't know
Why-
the right.
Why?
Why you need to translate?
Identity. Okay.
What?
that woman have multiple identity?
Huh?
Yeah.
What? Huh?
Huh? Oh, no. It's just the first name and the surname.
Oh,
No,
is it?
it's just her name and then her surname. That's it. Her
Yeah.
last name.
Oh,
Yeah.
So her
So-
full name would be Yolanda Riz.
Yolanda Reese.
Yes,
Okay.
because she was just addressed to as Yolanda, and then she was addressed to as well as Mrs. Riz.
Yolanda Reese.
Okay. And can I have a look again? What is she holding?
She's not holding anything.
Okay. What is she wearing?
A tunic, just a normal tunic, a little bit of a gold trim. Go ahead and roll. I would say a straight intelligence check, both Eisen and Carlos.
Intelligence. I have none.
Yes,
Intelligence.
straight intelligence check. That would be a DC of 18.
Oh, I have 3.
Intelligence. Okay. Oh, I just put on it. A 9.
Oh, yeah. Nope. Okay.
I have
So
3.
yeah, there's nothing in her hands, and you know her name is Yolanda Riz, and she walks towards the common hall, and then before she enters, she walks into a house, and that is right in front of the common hall,
Mhm.
and closes the door.
Wait, I remember there's an NPC that's live beside the common hall.
Let the rat try to find a hole to sneak in. Or find
Sneak
a
in
way
the
to
house.
sneak in.
Sneak in
Yes.
the house. Okay.
Yes.
Go ahead and roll perception. DC of 12.
Perception with some. Okay. It's 12.
It's 12 straight.
Yes.
Okay, lovely. And then go ahead and one moment, let me write this down. Okay. So go ahead and roll a stealth check for DC 17.
Elf. Holy.
Yes. Using the
Okay.
rats. Using the rats.
Okay. So it's a plus zeros, and it's gonna be 16. No.
Oh god.
Yeah, 16.
So yeah, the rats loops around the house and saw a small hole, just besides the wall, and manages to squeeze in, and inside is a typical normal, a village house with all the furnitures and all the decor, and you're inside the kitchen right now, and there stands the woman, and also another man, which you recall to be Typhel Reyes,
I
and
felt
the village elder,
okay.
that the
Yeah.
person you're trying to locate when you walked into the common hall this morning.
Yes.
Oh.
Okay, and it seems to be, now that you recall, Typhel is also Reyes. So Yolanda Reyes either is because certain someone, Typhel, is an elf and this woman is a human, so they can't be related. The only possibility being that they are a couple, so wife and husband. And yeah. And they were talking in the middle of chat, and Reyes, Typhel actually spotted you first. Oh, dear Lord, rats. And then Yolanda gasps a little and then walks backwards towards Typhel, and then Typhel just points at the familiar, and you lost vision of the you lost contact with your wild shape familiar.
And I tell this to Enonia.
Okay, so
Yeah.
what?
Can you tell her that the woman's name is just
It's Yolanda Rears.
yeah.
Okay, so
Typhel.
what? You don't find it odd to follow a normal women around in the evening? I mean, she does live here, and there is actually quite a bit of people around in the riverbank. I don't know why you intended to follow her.
And I walk back to the three of them.
Okay.
She's having nothing on her hands, but she's coming back from the that side.
So you can't have a walk, and she points. You guys are actually near the bridge at this moment. As she points towards where you first saw Yolanda, you can see actually there are also a couple of people just hanging around the riverbank, having a good time, chit-chatting with each other. There are actually some kids that are playing around the riverbank on the other side of the bridge, so across town. And now that you realize that, you also recall that while Yolanda is walking back from the bridge, actually she... Oh, Jesus. Okay. Now that you realize that, you recall that when Yolanda is walking back towards the bridge, she actually come across a few person as well.
Oh, okay.
What? Come across.
So there are multiple people. Yolanda was not alone. She's alone in the sense that there's no one accompanying her, but she's not alone in the sense that she's not the only one around the riverbank at the time you saw her.
Okay. Okay, so what's the point of following her?
That's the question I've been asking all along.
Okay. We just
So?
see something suspicious.
Yes.
So
What is suspicious about that? What do you
Just give me-
see?
Yeah. It just gives me a kind of feeling that
like when a
yeah.
DM just appear an NPC,
Isaac,
we'll
Yes.
think
go ahead and roll a insight check of 22.
Inside
Wow.
track.
Insight check
Wow.
DC 22.
wow.
Oh
Wow.
my god.
Wow. You need to be the fool.
Hold on. Let me get
You need to
some
hit the critical.
preparation for mental. Insight.
Yes, insight check
You
of
need help?
22.
22. Okay.
DC
Can I
22.
can I have a guidance on myself?
No, because this is something that you need to recall from your memory.
Sure. Then here we go. A
There's
insight without any extra dice. And here's come a 14.
14? Yeah.
Yes,
You
14.
recall? I mean, it is strange, but not strange in a sense that this is suspicious and she's up to no good. She's just probably having a walk. You don't know. You're not her.
Okay.
Though maybe she's not something that we have to mine on, but I see something. Typhel get my connect. Typhel disconnected me with between the familiar by pointing his finger to it.
Bit of fact, if the familiar is dead, the connection is severed between the familiar and the caster, and also he is a druid, which is at a much higher level than you are, and it's a rat. It basically has like 5 hit points.
In a blink, not even a blink.
It doesn't
That's
need
why-
a blink. It doesn't need a blink. A cantrip can kill the rat.
Yeah, just punch it and it will die.
You don't even have to punch it. A cantrip can kill the thing. It has 1 hit point for crying out loud and an AC of 10.
Oh god.
And I have no idea right now.
All right, so, well, why don't we find a little more comfortable place to talk? You know, this is a rather strange place, standing near the bridge and talking. Why don't we go to the tree, settle down, and then we would talk? How about that?
Okay.
Sure.
So, okay,
Why
so,
not?
Elania, accompany all 3 of you towards the tree. You can decide where you would like to hold this conversation. Publicly, around the bar area, over some food and drinks, or privately inside one of your rooms.
In the rooms, I guess.
Right, so do you eat? Do you have a meal before you enter?
Not in the mood of having a meal.
I would want like some snacks.
Sure, then I just follow you then.
Oh, okay. Oh no, it's okay if you don't want snacks. Like I just want some snacks. Like yeah, small snacks.
All right. So you have. What do you want to have? What do you want to have? Do you want to have a proper meal, or do you just want something to bring up to your room to eat while you converse?
Something to bring up to my room to eat.
All right. Lovely.
Mhm.
Lovely. Okay. So, you order something. You order some bread, some meat, a few ale, and then a fruity, punchy drink. And you go up to one of your rooms and hold a conversation. What do you guys want to talk about?
Like we are stuck in here. Like we know nothing. We can do nothing.
I'm
we do
actually blank in my mind.
Yeah, we don't have any what. We didn't know what to do. Like, yeah, we're just stuck in the place that we don't know what to do about. Like we know is like under layer, it's under the river, but how do we get to it? Or we just wait to the hole that you just wait to the hole to get big again and jump right into it.
That's one way,
But
but
how do we like see the hole again?
Well, I mean, there must be a connection. I mean, there's most definitely someone under the control of a quarry inside the town. We need to find that someone. We need to, there if there is a hole, there must be a hole because that someone, that quarry, must be controlling that person and going back and forth between the layer and the town. There must be a passage inside the town. Where it is out of my concern. I don't know where it is, but I can assure you that it is here in the town somewhere.
You guys still remember like the place that they place food and like weeds stuff over there? There's a hole, right?
what is it?
Like when we just came here and we saw like a place like a house like puts all the foods, weeds, stuff inside, and we found the hole at the very start, right?
Oh, the barn.
Yeah, there is a hole.
There's a few holes.
Yeah, but
Uh,
maybe
Strangely,
that
a
might.
hole right in the middle of the barn.
Yeah,
That
we
could be one of
yeah,
theirs.
we do find something. At least it's a hole, but we don't know will it turn big again, or it's just a normal mouse hole that's clearly related to nothing, but it does relate to something. Like you see some portal just open inside the hole. Aizen,
I don't know.
or we just check the
I mean,
places we found.
I seriously doubt that it will be in the warehouse. It's much too obvious. If someone wants to get in and out, I genuinely don't think it would be a good idea to, get into the warehouse in the middle of the night. Someone would bound to notice.
Ugh.
If the holes in the barn and the forest is some of a exit and out. I mean, exit and the out door.
Oh,
Like they
um,
get in and get out from that hole.
oh,
Then we might
Ilanya, Ilanya, hello,
box
Fox,
your Wi-Fi's down.
hello,
I suppose.
hello.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Sorry.
Oh, you're back.
I was away taking notes. Yes.
Do you know anything about the altar?
The what?
Altar.
Altar.
An altar? You mean the church?
Yeah.
Yeah. What about it?
Because we tried to check on the altar several times, but we get nothing about it. We just know like something happens about it, but we don't know nothing. We know nothing. Like, do you know anything?
Well, you mean the altar of Elduff, correct?
Yep. Yep.
Well, I believe something attacked it. I'm not sure. I'm in the dark as well as you are, but I can tell you that that is the altar of Elduff, the Quiet One, and this will absolutely have nothing to do with it. If you think the church is behind it, I can tell you right now, here and now, that it absolutely does not have anything to do with it.
Okay, thank you.
But it is possible that the quarries would like to, well, kill it.
Yeah, because I remember for some reason that places happens a lot of stuff.
A lot of stuff. A lot of what?
Like I was controlled and attacked two of my friends over there, and
Oh, it's
we
nothing. It would definitely have nothing to do with the altar.
yeah, but
You have to. You have to realize. You have to realize one thing. The Quiet One doesn't really care about these things. You see, the only thing she cares about is nature itself, and the priest. I believe it is a priestess, actually. The high priestess and the high priest. The only thing they care about is the preservation of nature. So the rat infestation is actually part of nature. Yet, they do find traces of magic. That's why they're so furious about it, and they think it's an attack on the church. So they are doing everything they can to find out what happens. And if you are a theologist in the church, and you turn against the church, then Elderf would know. She would say something about it. So no worries. Nothing would be off the church. There would be no traitors if you're trying to say that.
Hmm. Okay. Well, what places could we uh uh
May I suggest, so I believe you saw those things. You saw the skeleton-y thingy at night,
Yes.
correct?
yeah.
Yeah.
How about we rest for today, and then we go ahead and check out the place where you said you met you saw the skeleton tomorrow in the morning under the sun. Those things don't like the sun. That much I know. How about we check that place out under the sun, and then we take a rest in the afternoon, and then go back at night to see if that thing would come out again.
That's what we can do for now.
Yeah. That's all we can do.
Yeah, I believe you look rough. By the way, just a friendly DM reminder: you guys have not taken a long rest in a while. You are still missing hit points.
Yeah,
And
that's
you're
why.
still missing, you're missing a lot of
That's why
things.
Carlos.
So I would suggest a good night rest for today. Tomorrow, in the morning or in the afternoon, in the morning or when the sun rises up the most, we check that place out. We set up certain traps or whatnot that you like to do. Then we take a rest back in town. Wait for night falls, and then we go back in and see if we can get this thing. How about that?
Okay,
Sure.
sure.
Right. So, I have a room next to you lot. So, yeah, I'll see you tomorrow, I guess.
See you tomorrow.
Okay.
So, anything you guys would like to do individually or together before you go to rest? Jade,
Maybe
by the way,
Jade?
Jade, you
Jade?
need to speak up. I haven't heard from you ever since Ilania comes. You need to speak up.
Sorry,
You're busy making chocolate for your Valentine? Hmm?
no.
Hmm.
Hmm?
Anyway,
You need to
so
speak.
No, I think I'm
White.
just
Yeah, I mean,
what?
I understand. I understand that White probably don't want to get involved in this, but unfortunately, because of these two idiots, especially for the human fighter idiot, you are knees deep in shit right at this moment. You have to concentrate. So okay, we cool. So yeah, I want everyone to have a good time, but you gotta work with me here. You gotta be involved, okay? I'm sorry, but that's how it is. It's a game of communication and socializing. So yeah, please, I beg of you.
I
Alright.
know, but I'm.
You're what?
I just think I'm not follow that go to the tree.
You're not what?
You're not in a tree? You didn't follow us?
I suppose I'm not sure, but
I thought you three are working together. What?
And you have to tell us.
What?
oh,
Wait, so, one moment. So you're telling me that during all this, you just like before you do anything, after they have followed the woman or somewhere in between, you just at some point in time you just fuck off yourself? Oh,
Wow.
you have to tell me that. You have to tell me that. That makes the entire story different. You need to
Hello?
tell me. You need to tell me if White at some point in time just completely disappears, and fucks off and do whatever the hell he wants. You need to tell me that, okay? I'm not against it, okay? Disclaimer: I'm not against it, but as the DM, you need to tell me. Otherwise, the story, because up to this point, I thought you were with them during when they're tailing Yolanda. I thought you're with them when you're discussing everything in the tree. I thought you're with them when I asked you what you individually wants to do. If I know you're not with them, then the story would be different. Okay, so you need to tell me. You need to tell me. You really do. So, yeah. Okay. So, all right. Rewind time. Tell me exactly at which point in time did you fuck off?
Carlos follow Eisen and
Okay, so Eisen conjured the familiar, and then Carlos follows the familiar, and then at that point in time, do you tell them, or do you just? Hello.
Hello.
I think I don't tell them.
Okay. Go ahead and roll stealth. Okay. I need the two of you roll a perception for me against her stealth.
Okay. Oh, perception.
I guess I will have a disadvantage because I'm doing with
14.
Yeah.
Familiar.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah. So
Disadvantage.
a perception, right?
Yeah, perception.
I got a 12.
You got a 12?
Yes.
Okay, you have good stealth.
No, she's lucky. Perception is. Okay, yeah, no. Nobody noticed you fucked off. Okay, so what do you do?
I'll go to cross over the bridge.
Okay. One moment. Let me write this down. Okay. Cross the bridge. What do you do? What do you do?
Take a look and guess where's the woman come from.
Okay, so you want to backtrack. You want to backtrack how the Yolanda comes back from?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay. Backtrack Yolanda. Okay. One moment. Let me set this up. Because you're trying to backtrack something that so you okay. This is going to be a series of rows. So you can use. Okay, so this is going to be a series of rows for White, and it's going to be either a perception check. Okay, either it's going to be either perception or investigation, and depending on the environment, you will also need to make checks or nature checks, if you do so, please. Okay, so I will tell you what kind of checks it is required, but you can decide which one you would like to use. Okay.
Mm.
All right. So, you backtrack. You go back to the. Where do you go back? Do you go back? Do you start from the bridge, or do you start from where you first saw her?
Where I saw her.
Okay, the first time you saw her, so you backtrack all the way to where you first saw her, and you see look across to the other side of the bank. You can see where you four, Yolanda, you, Eisen, and Carlos were when you first noticed Yolanda walking alongside the riverbank. Go ahead and make either investigation or perception check. Actually, no, you're actively looking for clues. So go ahead and roll investigation with DC
Oh.
What?
Investigation.
Yeah, investigation.
5.
Oh, investigation of 5. Yeah, you can't seem to find anything that is of interest. You look around, it's dirt, grass, rocks. There's nothing. There's absolutely nothing you can go on about. So yeah, unfortunately, there's nothing you could do. I will give you this. Go ahead, roll nature check with disadvantage, and the DC would be 15. If you make it, you will notice something. If not, then you will have to give up basically and go back, then do whatever else you would like to do.
What?
What do you roll? Okay, a dirty 20. Okay. Lovely. One moment.
Hello?
Yes.
Oh. It's still going on.
Yes, it's still going. Okay, so you look around, and this time you noticed the plantation on the bank. You can see a faint trail that is fresh. It does not seem like a lot of people uses this trail, but it's fresh enough and light enough that leads you to think this is a constant path for 1 to 2 people. You can see a slight path. Do you follow? Or what do you do?
Follow.
Okay, so you go ahead and follow that path. Okay, you go on, you follow along that path. Go ahead and roll me another, I would say, perception. That would be a DC 15.
No, 11.
Oh, whoops. Okay. So DC. Okay, that's interesting. So, hello? Okay. No. It's just me. Okay. So, basically, you follow the trail, but it disappears but not before long. So, you can't seem to find where the trail leads. And looking around, it does nothing really alerts you to anything. What do you want to do at this point?
Give up and cross the bridge again and find them.
So give up.
Mm.
All right. So after an unsuccessful investigation, you decided to what do you want to do? Do you want to join up with your friends, or do you want to do something else?
Check the altar.
Okay, so you go ahead and check the altar.
Oh.
Alright, so you travel along the main road of the town, and it's before long that you find yourself in front of the altar of the Quiet One. What would you like to do?
Walk around the altar and then go in.
Okay, so you walk around the altar. Are you looking for anything specific, or are you just checking it out?
Just check.
Okay, so you just check it out. You walk around. Go ahead. It's a nice altar. Most of the structure is made out of log. So there are whole logs. There are vines everywhere. Most of it looks to be. Go ahead and roll perception. DC 12.
$21.
21. All right, lovely. So what you noticed, it doesn't seem to be built. It seems to be grown. The entirety of the altar seems to be plant-based, and these plants, instead of chopped, processed, and then constructed out of, it seems that this entire altar has been grown magically and twisted and swirled and then forms into what currently is known as the altar. Alright, so what do you want to do? Hello?
Go in it.
Okay, so you
Go
walk
inside the altar.
Okay, so walk into the altar. So you loop around, and then you come back. You find yourself back at the entrance of the altar, and there, in the just on the blink of the entrance, stands High Lady Halof. Why, children, it's nice to see you again. What can I do you with?
Hello. And what do you think about the river?
The river, my child, is a lovely place. A God-given gift of Moonwood. It is the source of our life, of our crops, and of our drinks. And unfortunately, it seems to be tainted with evil forces at the moment. What do you wish to know, child? Wait. What do
Oh
you?
no,
Yeah, you need to. This is a conversation. Okay, this is two-way communication.
yes, he's thinking
Okay.
But what can I do if I want to let the evil spirit get away from them?
That is up to you, my child. I personally do not know what can be done. I pray, and no answer from Maldath. For now, the only thing I can see that would be wise is to find the forces behind it and eradicate it from this beautiful town of ours. It is beyond my responsibility. It is beyond my duty and my capability, but you, my child, along with your friends, maybe, just maybe, do you want to help, my child?
Oh wait, did she ask something?
She asked you if you want to help.
Okay. Yes.
You need to pay attention. Jade, this is Foster Jade. You need to pay attention. You need to pay real good attention. I know there must be a lot of things going on right now on your side, and you might be distracted, but this is a game about paying attention to the most minute details, okay? So she asked you if you want to help.
Yes, sure.
Go ahead and roll a persuasion check for me. And there's no specific DC, but what you roll determines how she's going to respond. And
Oh.
so roll persuasion for me. Okay.
21.
All right. You can see that she creaks. She is a fairly old lady, and she seems to be nice, but this is the first time you actually see her smile, and it is a heartwarming smile, the most comfortable smile you can get. Like, this might not be very relatable to everyone else, but like how your mother smiled, Jade. It's a heartwarming smile, a welcoming smile, and a smile that just brightens one's day. And you can see that she's not just smiling, even her eyes are smiling. You can see she truly appreciates what you said. And she says, "That is very nice of you, my child. Go, find your friends, and I bless you with all my heart and soul that you would eventually find this, whatever it is, behind all this." And after she says that, she turns and walks back into the altar. And as she's saying that, you have a sense, you have a feeling that the entire altar suddenly glows. Like a very faint, ever so slight faint of green hue just radiates from the altar and from High Lady Halaf. And it fills your heart and your body with a warm and long-lasting feeling of love and care and, strangely enough, of nature.
Oh,
So, what is so basically what happened is that you have been what someone said something?
No.
Okay. So basically, you were blessed by you received a blessing from High Lady Halaf and, if to an extent, Eldaf, the Quiet One. So basically, you have the blessing of the Hollowed. What it means is you will have resistance to necrotic damage. So you have resistance to necrotic damage, and you also have advantage in saving throws against any effect that is imposed on you by a undead creature or evil alignment creature. So there you can't find it in D&D Beyond, so you have to write it down somewhere. So okay, let me write that down. Persuasion. Roll 21. Blessing of the Hollow. So you have resistance to necrotic damage and advantage against effect imposed by undead evil alignment. So yeah, that's basically it. Anything else you want to do?
oh, go back and find Carlos and Eisen.
All right, so you join the group. All right, lovely. Yeah, you managed to find your way back to the tree and regroup. I would assume you converse and share your findings, correct? Okay, so you share your. Holy sh! Who the fuck is touching their mic? That was terrifying. Who was touching their mic? Okay,
Not
I'll
me.
take it. All right, I'll take that. No one. All right. Anyways, where was I? Yes. So you convey all the messages, all the findings, the blessing. Unfortunately, the blessing does not extend to your teammates, so you are the only one with that blessing. Do remember, this is a very important one. It would help you greatly, and please make sure to inform me. A constant reminder of what just happened. And yeah. Anyways, so you converse. And we shift the camera back to the time when Elania suggested that we all take a rest. So,
Hold
Eisen.
on.
Yes.
I want to know what info Jade got, because I was
She
money.
tries to find out what Yolanda is doing, but she fails in doing that. He fails in doing that, and he tried to check out the altar, but
hold on.
yes.
My net is sucks.
Hello.
It's
Hello.
okay now. Yeah.
Okay. So
Repeat again.
basically, he find nothing. He found absolutely nothing.
So all he got is a blessing. Nice.
Yes, well, it's better than you who got nothing.
Yeah, nothing.
Yes.
That's great. That's great. I didn't.
Oh,
miss
that's
much.
Jade. Oh, she's probably using a wired earbud, and then the mic is scratching against her clothes.
Huh?
Yeah,
What's-
that's what I thought. She's using those wired earbuds, you know, those like headphones that put into the headphone jack, and then she's walking around, and the mic just scratches her clothes.
Okay.
Maybe, I don't know. What the hell? Why is
What
it
is it?
strange?
Oh.
Anyways, so yeah, basically, he tries to locate where Yolanda is coming from, but he found nothing. He just found a trail, but that leads to nowhere. And he also found that the altar is magical, basically, and that's it. That's about it.
Okay.
Yeah. So, camera shifts back. Eisen, Carlos, what are you doing? Do you want to do something before you go take a rest?
Oh, I will grab some potions of healing.
You what?
I will make some potions of healing with my the kit, the herbalism kit.
The I believe that is the is it the herbalist kit?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and roll.
Carlos is checking.
One moment.
and-
Eisen first.
Yes.
Okay,
That's what I'm
Eisen.
rolling for.
You are using the herbalist kit, right?
Yes.
Yeah, go ahead. DC 15. Below 15, you failed. Above 15, below 20, you succeed. Above 20, you get more than one, and so on.
I mean, I'm rolling a D20, but
Yes,
with
D20.
what? I mean, only
Well,
D20,
herbalist,
not with
herbalist
the...
kit. Herbalist kit. You're rolling herbalist kit.
So no other bonus.
Are you proficient in it?
Yes.
Then you add your proficiency bonus.
It's okay. Then here we go. This comes a 21.
All right, 21. So you successfully create 2 potion of healing.
Okay. Mhm. That's it for me.
Okay. Okay, so what else? Wait. Yeah. Okay, so Carlos, what are you doing?
He's just checking his stuff. Nothing special.
Okay.
As a fighter, you can't do too much. Apparently.
Hello?
Hello?
What? What?
Hello.
What?
Sorry,
What?
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 I didn't say anything.
What do you say you're doing? You're just checking your stuff, checking your equipment?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Anything specific?
No.
All right, so you check your equipment
No.
and your equipment's there.
Yeah. And nothing. Because as a fighter, you can't do pretty much.
Okay. That would be that. Anything else you want to do? Anyone before you go to sleep? No?
No?
I'll take the silent as no.
Mm.
All right,
no.
so you go to sleep.
Check the benefits of the long rest.
Yes, go ahead and take the benefit of a long rest. All of you.
Okay.
Eisen.
Yes.
It's just like any other night. You hear the songbird, you hear the cicadas, the chirping of crickets, and you slowly drift towards the slumber pit of darkness and void. But tonight something's different. Something's creeping close. You can feel it in your back of the head. You try to open your eyes, but you can't open it. You try to see, you can't see. You try to feel, you can't feel. You can't move a muscle. Nothing is restraining, you just can't move them. You think you're asleep, but you're not sure. You know something's wrong, but you're not sure what. And then you start hearing whispers. Growls. Screams, very faint, very slight. Screams of people. You can hear a voice. At first it was this whisper, just slow, rolling whisper. Then it gets louder, and louder, and louder. Like someone is speaking to you. Right behind you. But there's supposed to be nothing behind you. You're on a bed. You're not behind you. No one should be behind you. And you can hear the voice. You can hear the voice. At first, there's nothing. And then slowly it gets louder. And louder. And louder. It says, "Come back." You wake up, sweat all over you. You sweat profusely. You remember every detail. It was vivid. But now you're back in the room. Sun ray hits you through the windows in your room. You can see outside a clear blue sky. You can see outside the people waking up to their daily routines. And you can see the singing birds, the calming city, or the calming town of Moonwood, and you look back in your room just as you left it. You leave out a sign. It was just a bad dream. And you decided it's time to, it's time to go and get our scout mission back on track. It's time to face whatever the hell that thing is. That skeleton, it frightens you. Probably what causes you that nightmare. And then you just decided to leave the bed and then shower, to take a, brush your teeth, your sharp dragonborn teeth. They need good caring. It's what makes you a dragonborn. Lovely, nice, sharp teeth. And go into the bathroom. You decided to clean yourself, personal hygiene, and then you go ahead and brush your teeth as you hold the toothbrush. Go ahead and hold the toothbrush and applied the appliances that you do to clean. You realize that the ring that you've been wearing as a necklace and the ring that you've got took off the dead body of another Dragonborn a few episodes back, both of those rings are now on your hand. Yet you've never put them on. And as a magic user, and as someone that's completely not blind, those rings, they have changed color. And now they have a faint yet potent magic aura to them. And what scares you the most, those auras, they're nothing good. And that is where we're going to end this episode tonight. And we will continue after someone's exam's over.
Sorry.
Yeah, Chris is currently having his graduation exam, so we're gonna pause until he gets all his shits together.
Maybe around after February, the 24th of February.
Okay.
So 2 weeks.
Yeah, around no, it's just only 1 week. We just stop for a week only.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would know. I would know.
Yeah, you would know.
I would definitely know.
You know
So,
better
yeah.
than me.
So yeah, that would be that. Thank you very much. So,
Okay.
right, any questions you would like to ask?
Are we missing a lot of stuff?
What do you mean?
Like a lot of it's like missing out a lot of lines to the main.
Missing a lot of lines? What do you mean?
Yeah. I'm finding the word. Never mind. So are we missing a lot of stuff?
Missing a lot of stuff?
That we
So, you mean-
should find.
No, not really.
Okay.
I would say actually you're doing pretty good. But
okay.
It's mostly it's my problem. Okay, I have created a world that's a little bit too big, and as a DM, I could have done a better job. That's what I'm trying to say. But yeah, I think far as I can tell, it's actually going pretty well. At this point, I was hoping there's more chemistry between the three of you, but it seems that it's not really working out that well. I hope that it will work, it will work out great, but I don't know. We'll see how it goes. All right, so nothing to fear about. I really do hope that we can finish this campaign. This was going to be a long campaign. I'm now thinking about cutting it so that we would do it from segment to segment instead of like a real big bad evil guy. I'm gonna have a few small bad evil guy along the way for each supposedly section, so I'm going to cut it down to probably Moonwood would be a one section, and then another place would be one section, so that it would lower the burden on both me and you all. so that we don't have to keep track of that many stuff.
Because then we like maybe after Moonwood, maybe we'll have another town, but
Maybe.
something will relate it back to Moonwood, but we might not remember.
I would try to not. I would try to not have that. I would try to make sure that it doesn't happen, so that you don't have to go through like 3 notebooks to go back to Moonwood and say, "Aha, this detail, this one NPC actually matters now." I hope not to do that. I wish to like cut it into like probably if you have seen those things, like a season of television shows.
Like
So
Girl.
So yeah, maybe even maybe if you've seen those like detective TV shows like Bones and CSI,
okay.
Bones and CSI. I hope it to be a case to case. So in this case, we're doing Moonwood, and then in another case, we're going to do something completely different with same people, same sets of skills, but doing something completely different. And most of the time, they won't be related. But then you would have like a storyline, like an underlying storyline that goes through the entire season. I was hoping to do something similar, so that we don't have to keep track of too many stuff, but still we need to keep track of most of it, at least the major plot.
Okay.
So yeah, that's what I'm hoping.
Maybe do the bosses related? They all like related to each other.
I would not comment on that. I'm not going to tell you whether or not they're going to be related. So yeah, just to keep it a little bit more interesting. So you don't know. I don't know. We don't know.
never know.
We'll never know.
I have no words because my mind is blowing.
Why?
I'm still thinking of what we should do.
Why is your mind blown?
There's too many information.
Like,
Well, I hope you took notes.
I want to, and I'm doing right now, but I don't know what to write down.
Yeah, me too.
Because I feel like I forgot a lot of things.
You didn't forget. It's. I would say this is part of your backstory that you don't know about. Okay, that's all I can say at this point.
I kind of just forget about how important the little ring is.
I mean, it's a freaking purple item, so yeah.
Wow.
I was
you just left the very rare item.
I was like,
Left it
I
there.
still remember that it talked to us, but I don't know what time I should take it out. And
Oh, so you try to remove it?
not remove it, I mean take it out and talk to it again, I guess. But I don't know what. When should I do? And
I see. Yeah.
because it's happening too many things.
Yeah,
The
too many
rats,
things happening.
the hole, the little ring, the dreams, the Typhel and his wife, and the
All I can
the Coral, that thing.
Coral, which one?
What is that? Hold on. Crawl something. Crawry.
Oh, a quarry. Yeah.
Just
Well,
too many things happening at the same time. That's
Too
my
many
mindset.
things, too many information, but we can't figure it out. Which are they are related to?
And when I try to figure out what's happening, and my role's fucked.
your what's fucked?
My
Your role.
rolls.
Your roll?
ROLLs.
Your rolls?
My die rolls.
Oh, the dice rolls.
Yeah.
Well, Well, all I can say is, well, it's going to be interesting. I mean, since you're the most active player, you get the most intriguing storyline. And I can tell also, Jade and Chris, you both also have a backstory coming up very soon. That's all I can tell
I
you
already
right now.
have a backstory.
I know you have a backstory,
Oh.
but then your backstory is not interesting. I just made it a
Oh.
whole lot more interesting that I can tell you.
One thing,
Yes.
the last part, the whispering part, I actually couldn't hear pretty well because the mic.
It
The
says-
whispers.
the
The
Discord
whispers.
detecting.
Does anyone caught on to what I said?
I couldn't.
I-
I could only know like the is coming more closer to me and it's become louder and come back. Yeah, that's all I heard. I don't
The last part it said is
come back. And,
come back. Yeah.
yeah, the comeback.
Yeah, but stuff before we can't really hear.
and
Because I didn't say
couldn't
shit,
see-
I just whispered.
Oh, okay.
Also, it's meaningless.
Okay, so,
Yeah,
so
it's
it's
meaningless.
just shit.
The only
thought, like-
meaningful
It's
part
shit.
the only meaningful part is come back.
So it sounds. It's just some
just
sound.
sound.
It's just a bunch of sound. That's all.
Oh,
Well,
Okay.
there's some information that's important.
Yeah,
like,
no.
what's happening
If
out
if
there.
if there's important information, I would not whisper it. It would be in an interesting way, but still very much can hear way.
and well, actually, when you were telling the comeback, I already thought of taking out the little ring. But well, the story's going on, so I'm listening.
And your little ring looks got cursed.
You don't know that.
Yeah, it looks like
Yeah,
it got cursed.
I know
You
it's
don't know
something to
that.
do with the little ring, but yeah.
Again, you don't know that.
Do you know the? I thought the little ring is just like an RP, like to make the role play more interesting. Like something is like, saying shit.
Oh no. It
Oh,
plays
wait.
a role.
I thought
It's a
it's
very
just for the
important
role
role.
playing,
But
interesting role playing.
just to say that if
It's
I was Aizen and I wake up at that moment, I would already take out a little ring.
you can try. You can most certainly try.
But you are just telling the story, so I listening.
Yeah, you can
Sorry.
most certainly try to take out the little ring. You can try everything you want.
Well, during you tell the story,
No. You can interrupt me telling the story and tell me what you want to do. Serious, really. Just in a you can wait for me to finish and then tell me what you want to do. That would be ideal, but if you really want to stop me in the middle of the sentence, go ahead.
Okay. Hi.
So, yeah.
My mind is still blown.
Yeah, it's not that big a deal, really. You do not have to blow your minds right now because you will have a lot of things coming your way that would absolutely obliterate your mind.
So my mind will be more blown.
No, your mind would not exist.
Well,
Oh, they will disappear. Nice.
Yes, it will completely disappear, disintegrated. Oh, by the way, you need to
Yeah.
read the item description.
I don't.
oh, they do have description.
Oh yeah,
Of
they
course
do.
they do. Of course they do.
Yes, they do.
They always do.
They always do.
Ah. Hello.
Yes.
Okay, I'm just testing my mic.
Yeah.
Ah.
So,
Did
anyone
not-
else? Anyone else wants any comment? Go ahead. If not, then that will be that for today, and we will resume, I believe, because he finishes. So we resume 5th of March. We'll resume.
25th of
I
March.
thought it's okay while the 27th of March.
26th, 27th
27th of Feb.
Because
February.
wait,
Yeah.
so wait, I thought
Because
you.
it's ended on 25th and 24th.
Oh, so it ends. Oh, right,
So-
it ends on the 24th.
Yeah.
So I lied. We are going to resume on the 26th of February. So 2 weeks later.
26th.
26th
Yeah,
of
it's-
February. Yeah.
Yeah, it's Saturday.
That's okay. Sorry. I looked at the wrong
My head
Alright.
hurts.
date. I looked at the wrong date. Sorry.
All right. So if no one else have any comments, that would be that.
Okay.
Do I have any comments?
Anyone have any comments? Oh, by the way, oh Jesus, Jade, if you want to join in the Telegram D&D session, you are more than welcome to. And if your sister wants to join, that is also welcome. I am hoping it is going to be text based, so there will be no time limit, per se, but basically it would be a text by text adventure, and it will be set in a different world. We will have to roll for character sheet again, so you need to create a new character.
Okay.
So it's all exactly
yeah, I want
another
to ask-
thing.
It's
I
it's
would
completely
ask
unrelated
something.
to Mythopia.
Oh.
Yeah,
Completely unrelated.
I want to
Probably
ask
it
something.
might be in the same universe. I don't know yet. I haven't make out anything. It was just a thought 2 days ago. So I can tell you right now, nothing is final. Everything is in the stage of incubation. So anyone is welcome to provide ideas. Also, I would like it to be, I want the background to be a little bit more thorough. So don't put your character sheet on the group yet. PM me on TG, or however you want to reach me in private. Do not go ahead and read your character in the group. So
How about the stats? If I already have the stats.
if you already have the stats, mark it down. Use D&D Beyond or whatever, however you mark your stat. Maybe you want to print it out. It's fine by me. But what you really need to do is to remember them. Okay, so you need to mark them down, and then once you're completed, and then you can forward to me or however you would like to contact me. I would talk to you guys individually over Telegram. So yeah.
Oh, I want to ask those like the text TRPG like what. How would it go?
So basically, it's just like what we're doing right now, except we're going to use text. You're going to use text to describe your action. I'm going to use text to describe.
Okay.
So basically, instead of me saying it out loud, I would be writing it. And probably along with maybe pictures, maybe other handouts. I don't know yet. I don't have a full idea yet. This is an idea in the making, so I hope it will be more. The only thing I want is for it to be more convenient for all of us to participate because of the time difference, and so that everyone can participate whenever they want. So they can just jump in, and they can have a little bit of fun, and then they jump out and do whatever the hell they want.
So
in real
it
life.
doesn't need to be a certain period
No,
of time.
like I said in the WhatsApp, I already said it in the very long ass text. We don't have to get together. You just have to
so
read the
I can-
message. You just have to read the message, see what's going on, and decide if you want to act on the current situation.
Oh, okay. So, I understand. If even like midnight, I can text the roleplay.
Yeah, basically. So,
Okay.
so the format would very much like I describe a certain situation, and then I ask for roles. I either from a certain person or from any person that is participating in the game, and then I would determine what is going to happen next. If we are in combat, Also, we're gonna take turns. We're going to roll as we roll in a combat turn in what we do, just like what we do right now. But then everybody takes turn. Yeah, basically.
Okay. So, like, for the character wise, I can choose like which class I am.
Yeah, just like D&D. One moment, I'm gonna stop the recording. I am afraid it's way too long for the recording, but we'll continue to talk after I stop this. Okay. So this will be the end for the session 10. We await session 11.